Is our presenter, are you ready to rock?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Joel. I appreciate that. So, our presenter tonight, I had it memorized, Nicholas.
It's okay.
But I said, I hyped myself up. I told him I'm the best hype man in the business. But anyway, Nicholas has performed all over the world for organizations bigger than ours. But thank you for agreeing to present tonight. I'm sure, I don't know if you've been on America's Got Talent, but I'm sure you would win. That's what I've heard.
Amen to that.
Amen to that, yeah. I know you freaked out a lot of people tonight with your initial trick, which I appreciate. It was awesome. But I think we're in for a treat tonight. We want to change it up. And, Nicholas, we're ready to rock. We're ready to have you. So, without further ado, round of applause for Nicholas.
Thank you, everybody. Just put that right on the stand. Thank you very much, everybody. My name is Nicholas Gentry. They call me the intellectual's illusionist. So, Miss, if you ever wondered what exactly a person does with a degree in philosophy, now you have your answer. Thank you very much. You can clap there. It makes it feel like a show. Make sure it feels better. Yeah. Well, a little bit of feedback. So if that gets worse, I guess somebody should just go and unplug everything. I don't know. Maybe it's this one. It could be this one. Hold on for a second. Let me see what happens when I turn it off. That might help. Yeah? Good? I think we're solid. All right, everybody, I like to begin every show in a very, very simple way by throwing out a paper ball. And I'm going to throw it into the audience right over my shoulders while I'm turned around. And let me tell you the rules. If you catch it, it's yours. If it lands anywhere close to you, it's yours. Miss, if it's lodged in your eyeball, you have to remove it from your face and then bring it up here. Okay? Whoever catches it, or if it's close to you, bring it up here. Do not try to dodge this. Here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, shablamo. And let's see. Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? And I think it's you, or maybe her. Maybe her. What do you think, huh? Because I prefer the pretty ladies. Bring her up here, huh? Come on up here. Give her a hand as she makes her way ever so reluctantly up these rickety steps, and hopefully doesn't die. My insurance isn't that great. Hi. How are you doing? Come on up here. You know, that microphone. Theoretically, that microphone would be for you, but I think we're going to leave it off, and I'm just going to make you. And I might end up having to do the same thing before it's all said and done. What's your name, Miss?
Hillary.
That is correct. Thank you very much. All right, so Hillary, this is just a getting to know you moment. You're the ambassador of the audience. So, like for example, what's your credit card number? Just the last 4 digits. No? Okay. Well, I guess I'm not as much of a salesman as most of the folks in this room. All right, Hillary. Let's start with basics. So, what's your favorite primary color? Most people say red. What's yours? Blue. That's interesting. Open up that piece of paper. Read what it says. Take your time. It's dead time on stage. I love it. It's great. Maestro, come on. Open it. What's it say? Hold it right up over your head. Over your head it says, blue. Not bad, huh? For a start, huh? Hey, you folks are still here, man. I thought you were going to abandon me. I spoke with you too earlier. You said you were cutting out. You're still here with me. And I'm happy for that because I like to have you. I was going to have you do some big announcement for me, but I had to move on to someone else because you weren't going to be here. But you're here now. So cool. So, you know Hillary?
I do not.
You do not know. Okay, well, you're going to get to know her pretty well now because we're all going to play a game of Simon Says, and Hillary is going to show you how to do it, okay? Hillary, you're going to demonstrate with the audience exactly how to play Simon Says. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so you just do what I do. All right. Everyone stick your fingers out like this and wiggle them. You see, Hillary, the problem is, I never said Simon Says. All right, here we go. You ready? Are you really ready?
I don't think so.
Okay, but you are. You are. She looks ready. And look at that beautiful diamond, man. Around your neck. Did this gentleman over here give that to you?
Yes.
Well, my Lord, have mercy. Sir, you are a very nice man. Keep your eye on it, okay? Because I like it. All right. Simon Says, put your fingers out, wiggle them like this. Everybody. There's no getting away from this. And now, Simon says, put your thumbs down with your hands back to back, like that. Good. Now, clasp your fingers together like this with your thumbs down. Simon did not say, and you got it. All right, everybody, Simon says, clasp one hand over the other, clasp your fingers together with your thumbs down like that. Good. And Miss, I want you to make sure that your thumb is down so I can see it. Make sure your thumb is down so I can see it. You're good. All right. All right. So now, everybody, on the count of 3, now there are some rules to this. You cannot bend your elbows. If you bend your elbows, you did it wrong. You cannot unclasp your fingers at any point. If you do that, you did it wrong. Simon says, on the count of 3, turn your thumbs up to the ceiling without undoing anything. Simon says it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And if you can't do that without bending your elbows or changing anything, then Simon says, put your hands together and clap, because that's sort of like, I don't know, the beginning of the show or something. Now, Hillary, you have a very important job to do. Now that we've gotten warmed up, as you make your way back to your seat, you're going to tap some unlucky human being on the shoulder. And that unlucky human being is going to be the next lucky person who gets to come up here with me. All right? All right, give her a hand as she makes her way back. She's going to tap one of you on the shoulder. If you get the tap, it's going to be you. It's going to be you. Oh, that's going to be you, Miss. Come on up. Give her a hand as she makes her way up. Allie is the name. That's perfect. Allie, come on up here. Hi, Allie. How are you doing? My name is Gentry. Nice to meet you. You just got gentrified. Are you with this man over here, Joe? This is, so you're like Joe's other.
I am.
Wow. Not bad, dude. You bargained up, but you are good. You're good. Yeah, you're good. So, I am going to ask you a simple question that everybody knows the answer to. But do you know the 4 queens? What are they? Loudly. No. She said hearts and spades. No, the 4 queens are Whitney Houston, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Freddie Mercury. No, of course I'm only kidding. You are right. There are 2 red ones. What are they? Hearts and diamonds. There you got it. There are 2 black ones. What are they? And clubs. Spades and clubs. Good. I have the 4 queens right here. I'm going to, now only you can see this. It's Allie, right? Only you can see this. I'm going to remove 2 of the spades. They're either the red ones or the black ones. Look at them carefully.
Okay.
Which ones am I holding? The red ones or the black ones? That is absolutely correct. And away they go. There are only 2 of them left. The hearts and the diamonds. I'm going to remove 1 of the red ones. Which one am I holding? The hearts or the diamonds? My God, she is absolutely correct. I'm going to turn the diamonds around so it's facing the audience. That's the Queen of Diamonds, and they're all looking at her. Okay, and I'm going to throw her right back in. So now she's facing the opposite direction of the other cards.
Okay.
I knew you were going to pick the Queen of Diamonds. That's why the Queen of Diamonds is the only card that I reversed before we began. See, you can see it right there. That's the Queen of Diamonds, y'all. It had to be the Queen of Diamonds. I was so certain, Allie, that you would pick the Queen of Diamonds before we even began, that of all the blue cards, she's the only one with a red back. It had to be, or the whole thing just wouldn't work out, Allie. And so certain was I, Allie, that you were going to go with the Queen of Diamonds, that I didn't even bother to print any of the other queens. A hand for Allie, please, for being such. You're not done yet. She wants to escape, but she's not done yet. You're still firmly within my grasp. All right, Allie, you and I are going to play a little bit of a game, and it has to do with some other people in the audience. How's your throwing arm? Is it halfway decent at least? Halfway? Okay, good. Because I got some paper balls here, and I want you to start throwing these in. Okay, here, take this one right here. Okay. The count of 3, you just chuck it. Like, let's go like back that way, and someone's gonna have to catch it. That's fine. And it's that's perfect. Good catch. Good catch. All right. Second one. Chuck it any direction you like. Solid work. Wow. I'm not used to people actually catching them like that. Usually it's just like it just lodges in their head or they have to pick it up off the floor. All right, there's one left. Go ahead and chuck that on out there. That's good. Oh, amazing. 3 for 3. Are you kidding me? The 3 of you are amazing. Now, we did that with these 3 because I've already distributed a few paper balls. Some of you got them, so there should be a total of 5 or 6 out there somewhere. I'd like everyone who has a paper ball right now to please stand up. That means a paper ball, not a folded up piece of paper, but a paper ball. If you have one, whether you caught it just now or you've had it the whole time, please stand. I think you didn't hit one. You did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 people. That's perfect. Okay. Now, each of you has a choice to make, and you have to stick with it when you make your choice, okay? Choice number 1, you can put your hands on your head like you're being arrested. Or choice number 2, you can put your hands on your tail like you're already in jail. Completely up to you. On the count of 3, make your choice and stick with it. 1, 2, 3, go. Good. Heads, tails, tails, heads. Perfect. I have here a little coin. You can see it's got heads and tails. Put it between your hands like this, like a little cup. The cup, and give it a little space, and then shake it. Shake, 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 shake. All right, and check it. See, how did it come up? Good, came up tails, and like it could have come up heads, right? It's just, all right, good. So everyone stay right where you are, okay? Put your hand over it with a little cup like that, and now shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Do it. Shake. That's good. Solid work. All right, let's have a look. Okay, it came up tails. So if your hands are on your tail, you can sit. Lucky you. Now we have 3 people. They all have their hands on their head. One of them, at least one of them, has to change. Who should it be? It's up to you. You're going to put your hands on your tail. The other 2 are you going to stay right where you are. Should anyone else change, or is that good? It's good. Okay, do it again. All right, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. All right, let's have a look-see. Okay, if your hand is on your tails, you can sit down. That's the same. Okay, we've got a heads and a heads. Who should change? Okay, put your hands on your butt, bro. Don't put your hands on her butt, though. Not yet. All right. Shake, 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 shake. All right, good. All right, if your hands are on your head, you can sit down. Heads, right? Heads. Okay, you can go ahead and sit down, which makes you, sir, the last one standing, and your wife, the second one sitting. So you can have a seat, Allie, and bring your husband on up here because I'm going to have to torture him a little bit. Now, big hand for Joe, the man of the night, I guess. Seems like that. Seems like people around you kind of like you, Joe. You know, and I think you're all right. I don't know you very well, but I listened to your podcast earlier today. It was good, man. I listened to the first episode of the podcast. Can't remember the guy's name, but I liked the advice. It was good. He said, winners always keep score. I think there is definitely some truth in that. So, Joe, you have your paper ball with you.
I got it.
Okay, I want to review what just happened here, okay? Paper balls were thrown out into the audience, and anyone could have caught one. And in this audience, you guys are really good catches. I'm amazed. But any of you could have caught one, and there were a few that I distributed. If you had one beforehand, raise your hand. I know somebody, you did. Okay, so anyone could have caught a paper ball. And then you all got to make a choice. You could have put your hand on your head or on your butt, and you all made a free choice. Am I right about that? Yes? I don't mean to belabor the point, but it's kind of important for what happens next. And then the only time they had to change was when you told them to change. It was completely up to you. You shook the coin, and it came up differently. Heads, tails, it was random, am I right? And you were there to verify? Okay, so that means that if you open that and it has a special message, don't open it yet, don't open it yet. The rest of you, I want you to open up your paper balls right now. Open them up, and I'm going to ask you to read them one at a time. All right? And please be fast, because my show doesn't have any music. What's that one say? No. It says nope. Hold it up so they can see it. What's it say? Nope. Nope. What's that one say? What's that one say? Skip me. All right, what's that one say? It's got a big fat X. Who else has one? This should be, okay, here we go. What's that? Not me. Not me. Joe, open up yours. Oh, I like this part. Because it looks like I predicted the future. That's not what I did. That's not what I did. Read it. What does it say?
Oh my God.
I am the last person standing. Yes, indeed. Yes. And it's not that I just knew what random thing was out there to make the choices that they made based upon how, if you wouldn't mind, somebody here, no, you think you do. She's the one, trust me, she's the one in charge. I can tell. You, sir, I think you right there, I gave you something to read. Would you please open that up, take it out of your pocket, unfold it, and read what it says.
The last one standing will be a very handsome man in white pants and a blue jacket.
There it is. A very handsome, yeah, give him a hand, a handsome man in white pants and a blue jacket. Thank you very much. That's my chick's dig me, sir. He said that's impressive. That's my initial. So hey, I'm gonna have you because this is your shindig, man. You planned this thing, right? And it's nice, and it sounds like you plan a lot of good things for you. Yeah, sure enough.
Am I?
You know, I told Joe earlier today, I spoke with him briefly, I said, I want to get to know everybody in this room tonight. Seriously. I don't always say that. And the reason is because it looks like I'm an entertainer, but 40 hours a week, I'm in sales just like everybody in this room. So I would love to be friends with everybody here and learn everything that you know, exchange. We'll talk about that later. Joe, you have an important job now. I'm going to ask you to do some distribution of resources. That's a pin and an envelope that goes as a set. There's a second set, and there's a third set. You are going to hand those three, someone from this section, someone from the middle, and then I guess, well, there isn't really another side. So just try to like 1, 2, 3. All right? And while he does that, I guess this is a good time for me to tell some cheesy magic jokes. Would you like to hear some?
Yeah.
How do you get a magician to show you 100 card tricks, sir? Ask to see one. Okay. Yeah, so it's a weird profession. But it's all distributed. All right, raise your hand if you got one. Hold it up over your head. Okay. Here are 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Just remember that. Miss, I'm going to come back to you. You're test number 1, but I'm going to save you for last. You'll see why in a moment. Test number 2. Where are you, Miss? There you are. Okay. I want you to open up that envelope, and inside you're going to find a folded up piece of note card. One side of the note card has some marking on it. That means I don't want you to write on that side. I want you to write on the other side. I want you to write down the first name of somebody in your life who you love. All right? Or no, wait, don't write it yet because I could be looking right now. There's just a little bit of feedback, and I wish the AV guy was here to help me. If you could find out which of the, Joe, thank you. If you could find out which of those volumes is the one that's feeding back, that would be great. So when I'm not looking and you're certain, I want you to write down just the first name of somebody who you love, okay? And that's perfect. That did it. Thank you. And sir, hi. What's your name? David. I want you to take out yours, and you'll find the same thing. It's written on one side. I want you to draw a picture, a simple picture, but nothing too easy for me to predict, but something simple, geometrical, a household item, whatever you like, okay? Make sure I cannot see it. When you're both done, fold it exactly the same way that you found it. It's important that they all look identical when they come back to me, otherwise you'll be giving me a clue, and I don't want that. All right, so fold it just like you found it, tuck it back in the envelope. Do not lick it after you stick it, because I got to open it. All right, thank you. And Miss, test number 1, let's have everyone give you a hand as you make your way up here. Give her a hand. Keep going. It's a long way, and everyone's used to it. Thank you very much. Why is everybody hot in this room? Why is everybody good looking? All of you are good looking. Well, okay, a couple of you are ugly, but whatever. No, just kidding. Everyone here is extremely good looking. Hi, Miss, how are you doing? We talked earlier. I think I read your mind or your friend's minds or something earlier, and that was fun. This time, we're going to try something just a little bit different. All right, that time it was a very specific thing. I asked for the initials of someone that they love, right? And if you got the name, the first name, but this time we're going to go with a completely random word. And I don't want it to be a word that I could ever guess that you would think of. Like, for example, if I said just think of a random word, you might think of flower, and I might be able to guess that. That's not mind reading, that might be just statistics or something, right? You folks are in life insurance, right? You know everybody's a statistic at the end of the day. It's the same thing in my business. I don't want it to work like that. So instead, in order to prove that it's truly random, I have a couple of very random lists of words. This is a thesaurus, go ahead and check, make sure all the words are different, all the pages are different, there's nothing funny about it. That's a dictionary, same thing, right? Flip through it and have a look. It's all different, yeah?
Yep.
You've got your envelope with you, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. You're going to pick one of those. You want the red one or the blue?
Red.
You gotta keep the red one. I want you to go over to that corner, way over that corner. Go over that corner. Make sure I cannot see the page that you flip to, because in a moment, we're gonna have someone choose a random page number, okay? And then you're gonna look at the first word on that page. That means the first bold-faced dictionary entry on that page, okay? So, sir, hi, how are you doing? Mr. Doubting Thomas over here. What was your name again? Was it Joe? Joel. I'm gonna flip through these pages, Joel, and I want you to tell me exactly when to stop, okay? And watch me like a hawk, make sure I stop right when you tell me to, okay? Here we go. Stop. Right here, page 233, everybody, page 233. Miss, turn to page 233 in that book. Look at the first bold-faced entry on page 233. Let me know when you've got it, and then I want you to just write it down on that piece of paper inside of the envelope. Bum, 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 bum. You got it? Getting there? Do you need a magnifying glass? Because I've got one. Some people need it.
Okay, I'm done.
Got it? All right. I want you to close the book as soon as you've cited the word on page, what was it, 233?
Okay.
All right, and write it down on that piece of paper. And while she's doing that, I'm going to invite test number 2 and test number 3 up here. Come on up, everybody. Test number 2, test number 3. Come on up. Test number 3. James, you over here. Test number 3, I'm going to have you stand close to me right here. Good. Test number 2, you're going to stand next to test number 3. That was David, right? Okay. For now, you're just going to get nervous. What was your name again, Miss? Lori. David, Lori. And then you can come on up and stand right next to Lori if you're done. And you can just throw that book right here in that wastebasket. I don't even want to come anywhere near it. Okay, good. Everyone's got their envelope. Your test number 1, test number 2, test number 3. I'm going to try to read their minds one at a time. Do we agree, I hope, that there is no way I could possibly know the contents of these envelopes right now? I mean, we did arrange this ahead of time, Lori, right?
Doubting Thomas thinks you know.
Doubting Thomas, if I knew all of the words in that book, that would be better than what I'm actually attempting. Okay. I want to make this really clear, so I'm going to take these one at a time. They're perfectly opaque, and I'm going to show them to you. Joe, look, can you see through these envelopes to save your life? No. To save your life, could you tell me what's written on them? Okay, how about you, sir? Could you ever imagine being able to?
No.
Joel? You should have been there with Joel earlier. Joel is the kind of guy who responds to a card trick like it's an engineering problem. All right? There's no way I can possibly see through these, and for extra clarity, I'm going to number them. One, this pen is not writing. It's always the little thing.
Here.
No, I got it. Here we go. Number 1, number 2, number 3. All right? Good. This is going to be beautiful. We're going to enjoy this. Okay. Now, I'd like you to stand a little bit back here, and Lori, same thing, come a little bit to the rear of the stage. And then you, Miss, come to me. Face me. Good. Look right into my eyes. Okay. Then we got something. Where do I put my pen? I have it just like that. That's okay. I'm going to use this. Okay. Look into my eyes. Okay, this isn't going to work unless I use a little bit of high technology to make it work. Right behind you, can you hand me that? No, that was one minute. No, it's not a slinky. This is what we call a gelatinous tubercle of purulent ossification. It's a mind reading device. It's very high tech. What are you laughing at? It's a very high tech device. It's very useful, and of course, are you married? Then you know how mind reading works. So you've been through this before. What you do is you just attach one end to your ear that's closest to me, and I attach the other end. Your end first. Good. And now my end. Now face the audience. Face the audience. Face the audience. And everyone, of course, as we all know, standard procedure, everybody in the room has to sing row, row, row your boat in unison, while you and I wobble the gelatinous tube. So just, there you go. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a... Oh, stop! That's it. I think I got it. Detach very carefully. If you don't do it carefully, you get brain damage. It's tough. All right, now, I want you to look into my eyes. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, got it. All right, look at me. I'm going to try to write what I see. Okay. I'm going to give this to you. Here it is, take it. I've written it, it's in her hand. There's not a thing I can do about it now. So it's safe for me to take this. And we're going to open it at the same time and read them. Go ahead and face the audience. Don't look at it yet. Now look, we're going to open these at the same time and read them. And if they're not the same, you know, she's going to look really dumb. And I'll feel bad about it. But she'll be okay in the end. Because not everything's perfect. Now I want you to just unfold it just halfway like this. Okay? And on the count of 3, are you ready? Here we go. Loud as you can. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. No brainer.
What?
No brainer. Is that right? Well, you're underreacting severely. No brainer, everybody. Give her a hand. You leave the thing right there. Give her a hand as she makes her way on back. A big hand for the lady. Yes. No brainer. All right. Sir, you're coming next, but Miss Lori, come on up here. I'd like, yeah, there you go. That's good. Face me. Hi, how are you doing? Good. Okay, I'm going to need you to dance.
Okay.
So with this hand, if you wouldn't mind, the other way, there you go. And just imagine that Michael Bolton is playing for us. Okay, now don't fall off the stage, okay? But I'm going to twirl you. Okay, that's good. I feel like a deep connection here. That was it. That was definitely it. Okay, excuse me, David. Okay, look into my eyes, David's like, I'm deported. I gotta work on my choreography. My feng shui is terrible. All right, look at my eyes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, D Okay, I definitely know. Here, take that. Okay, now don't open it yet. I can't see what's in the envelope.
Right?
But what I've written there is now in the record. There's nothing I can do about it. So it's the same rules. I'm going to take this out. All right, face the audience. Face the audience. And on the count of 3, we're going to read these as loudly as possible at the same time. And you better react more
I
strongly.
will. If you get this,
If I get this, all right? Are you ready? Here, on the count of 3. Oh, God help me. 1, she's got a look on her face like, come on, dude. Here we go. Everybody here should absolutely, go apeshit, frankly, if I get this. All right, on the count of 3, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Avery! Avery! Wow. Avery.
Avery, my granddaughter.
That's her granddaughter. Avery and
Okay,
Joel.
come on. How do you know?
Joel, Avery. Very nice. Thank you, Lori. Give her a hand. She makes her picture. Yeah. All right, thank you, sir. He's the toughest test of all. That's why I saved it for last. Toughest test of all. And I don't know if we're going to make it, but we're going to try. It's good.
He said, I'm going to get he doesn't know any for you.
See, I'm gonna bask in this moment. This is good. This is good. No, don't be sorry. I never interrupt people while they're praising me. Joe, it's worth it? Good? Yeah, solid support. All right. Okay. Yeah, so David here, he drew a picture of me. And I don't know what he drew, to be honest. I have no idea. I haven't even started considering the problem yet. But I can tell you this much. I'm looking into David's eyes right now. And here's what his face is telling me. David's face is telling me that he's thinking this is. So, David, I want you to throw the envelope into the trash. I don't even want to touch it. Okay? And I'm going to try to get this, but this time, since it's kind of small, I'm gonna draw it big. Okay? And after I'm done drawing it, only after I'm done trying to draw it, then you're going. Okay? Now, it could be vague. It might not be perfect. But if it's even close, remember, I'm trying to read the man's mind. I've never met him before, and it's an image. It's the hardest thing to do. So if I get even close, then that'll be something worthwhile. Yeah, hope. Look into my eyes. Okay, I'm going to pull on. Woo! Hit that. Sniff it. Get it in there. Get it in the ring.
Are you with Jason?
Here, I finished mine. This one is blank, okay? They're not, I do mine first because I don't want anyone to think it's radio control or some nonsense, right? But it's just, hold that, that's from Staples, right?
Yeah.
All right, don't let me see what you're drawing, but just draw it big this time. Same thing, but just big. Whatever you were thinking of earlier, make it big. And folks, look, some people choose to draw really weird things, and not everybody is a great artist. This one felt, frankly, a little abstract to me. I am not entirely certain what I drew just now, but it was what I was getting. And it's kind of like looking through stained glass on a rainy day, and it's reversed. So it's a little bit difficult, but I want you to hold that close to your chesticles. That's what men have. Okay, hold it here, and now face the audience. And on the count of 3, God help me. On the count of 3, we're going to turn these around, and boy, oh boy, I might not be dead on, but I bet it's going to be better than what we would regard as chance. Okay? Here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn it around. There. That's what I got. What's that? Wow. That's what I got. Look. Do you see it? Do you see the family resemblance between these two images? Look at what I drew, David. Look at that. You want to get a good photograph? This is a good one right here. Come on in. Come on. Look at that. Look. Think about it. If I was guessing, it could have been a square. It could have been a house. It could have been a flower. Look at that.
You got it.
That's fun.
A chicken.
That's I got the head. There's a head there, and I wasn't sure. I could tell that there was some kind of protuberance here. And something on the top. Look, there's something on the top. It's the same. It's the same. It's amazing. How did I do that? I don't do it. Give him a hand. Big hand for David. He makes his way back. Thank you, David. Don't hurt yourself. Now, all the men want to skip. Men want to skip the steps. They're trying to look cool. Dude doesn't want to be like coming around here. So, you guys ready to start the show yet? Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Now I want to tell you something. I like it. And for that reason, if you want me to at the end, I'll even go in an extra inning. These fancy little boxes right here, that's the extra inning. But I'm not going to do it unless you ask me at the end. Okay? Deal? Deal. Okay. Earlier, I asked a person to be my plan A. Where's my plan A? You are plan A. As it turns out, I didn't even know that you two were a thing. You were on the other side of the room, but you're plan A. Would you call up that person? I don't know who she's going to call. All I know is that she's going to attempt to call somebody. She texted somebody earlier, a friend of hers, that is supposed to be ready for the call. And if plan A doesn't work out, I have a plan B. And if that doesn't work out, it's going to be like you or something. What's that? Yeah, put her on. Put her on video phone. I don't care who answers. Just put them on video phone.
Okay, and you're talking to them or I'm talking to them?
I am.
Oh.
Oh, crap.
Hello, how are you doing? Good. My name is Nicholas Gentry, and I'm here with Allie and Joe at a magic show. What do you think of that?
Cool.
Yeah. So, I'm going to try to do something special with you because Allie chose to call you. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is read your mind directly. I'm going to try to, Allie, you never told me this person's name, did you? And there's no way I could have known beforehand this person's name. Okay, I'm going to read your mind and tell you your name. I'm looking into the phone here. Hold on, let me get you on video phone. Can you answer video phone? Can you answer?
Yes.
Go ahead and answer it. And make sure that you're fully dressed. All right, I think she's working it out. I'm calling you on video phone. I think it's coming. Is it happening? Are you there?
Yeah. I just, come on.
Okay, look, it's not really that important, but I'm just gonna, oh, there we go.
There.
Yeah, that's good. Now I'm gonna look into your eyes and I'm gonna try to read your mind. Your name is Maddie? Am I right? Wait. But there is a Maddie with you.
Yes.
I knew it! There's a Maddie with you! Where is Maddie?
She's right there.
Well, let's see her. Let's have a look at Maddie. Maddie, where are you, man? Hey, there's Maddie, everybody! Yeah! Hey. I knew you'd both be there. That's beautiful. Now, look, from here on out, you won't really be seeing my face too much, but here's what I would like you to do. Hey, what's your name, my young man? JP, everybody. Can we have a big hand for JP? JP, do you know all of the cards in a deck of cards? You do?
Yeah, I'd say I do.
Fairly well? Okay. I want you to imagine that you have a deck of 52 playing cards in your hand right now. Okay, JP?
Okay.
And I want you to imagine that you're going through those cards and you're picking one. Okay? All I want you to do is remember the one that you picked. Don't say it out loud yet. You will say it out loud later, but don't say it now. Okay? But you've got it. Now, I'll tell you this. Every card has a value in a suit. So, if, for example, you might be thinking of the Ace of Clubs, or the Queen of Diamonds, or the Jack of Spades, or the Two of Hearts. Okay? So those are all the different, there's many possibilities. So you've got a card in your mind along those lines?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I want you to hold it up so that everybody can see it. I know it's just imaginary, but hold it up so that we can all see it in your imagination. You all see that?
Yeah.
Good. I want you to hand it to me through the phone. Give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah, give it to me. I got it. Good. All right, good. Hey, let's see here. Okay, good. Hey, hold this for a second. I need to write something on this imaginary card. Point the phone to me. Now I'm going to write something on your card, okay, JP? Okay, I got it. Now I'm going to throw it back at you, okay? I want you to catch it. 1, 2, 3. Get it. He's got it. That's perfect. That's good. Okay, now JP, I want you to tell everybody here something. The card that you picked, it came from a deck, and the box is either red or blue. All standard playing cards come in boxes that are either red or blue. So was yours red or was it blue, box?
It was red.
That is absolutely correct, Mr. JP. Absolutely correct. All right, I'm going to hand the phone back to this gentleman. I want you to hold it just like that so that Mr. JP can see me. Mr. JP, you're not going to believe what happens next. Trust me. Back here, you see Abraham Lincoln, Mr. JP? Abraham Lincoln's been guarding something for me. It's right here. I got this little bag. And in this bag, I want you to notice, is absolutely nothing. Can you see my hand in the bag, JP?
Yeah.
Nothing in the bag. On the count of 3, you're going to take that red deck of cards with the imaginary card that I just wrote on. You're going to throw it through the phone, and I'm going to catch it in this bag, this empty bag, okay? On the count of 3, JP, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, throw it. Looky here, look. Look, there it is. And look, my friend, it's red. Just like I told you it would be. It's red. Yeah. Yes, it's red. Well, actually, you told me it was going to be red, and that's how it turned out. So, JP, I've got your red deck of cards here. It was imaginary up until just now. So, I want you to know something. I already know the name of your card. The name of your card, you're not going to believe it, but the name of his card, everybody, is Plato. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato is the name of your card. That's not what you were thinking, though, is it, JP? What were you thinking, JP?
The Six of Hearts.
The Six of Hearts, yeah, that's correct. That's Plato. That's exactly right. I'll show you what I mean. Here, hold this again. Make sure that JP can see me. JP, I want you to notice this, okay? Everyone else is going to watch too. These cards all have different philosophers' names written on the back. You chose the Six of Hearts, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Plato. Look, the first one here that you can see, that's Aristotle. That's the Three of Clubs. Got me? And the second one here that you see, that's Einstein, right there on the back. Ace of Clubs. Got me? And this one here is Sigmund Freud. That's the Ten of Clubs. See? And then this one is John Locke, Six of Diamonds. This is St. Augustine, which is the Nine of Clubs. This one is Nietzsche. You can see that, right, sir?
Yeah.
You can see better than everybody else in the room, so just make sure that they know. I'm saying the truth. That's Nietzsche. That's the Seven of Clubs. That's Lao Tzu. That's the Ace of Diamonds. You got me? I can keep going. Each one of these has a different name on the back, JP, and they're all completely different cards. But you said that you chose the Six of Hearts, and before you ever said it out loud, what did I tell you was the name of your card? Plato. That's right. Let's find the Six of Hearts together, shall we? Everybody, pay attention. Don't want to miss it. And Joel, make sure you don't miss this now. Two of Hearts, 10 of Clubs. Let's see, I'm coming through here. I'm looking for the Six of Hearts, Three of Hearts. Let's see, Seven of Hearts, Two of Diamonds. Can you see okay there, JP? King of Clubs. No, that was the Six of Diamonds. That's Nine of Hearts. Oh, Five of Hearts. Jack of Clubs. I'm going through. It's in here somewhere in the middle, I guess. We're going to find it. There's the Jack of Hearts, Two of Clubs, Five of Diamonds. Let's see, Four of Diamonds. King. Here we go. Finally, the Six of Hearts. Okay, it was in no obvious place, right? It could have been anywhere. But you picked this out of your imagination. And before you said a word, I told you that it would be Plato. There is only one Six of Hearts in this deck, everybody. And there is only one Plato in the entire history of history. So JP, that's what you do with a philosophy degree, all right? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. All right, give JP a hand, everybody. Let me show you your joy and pride in this building. These people here are very, very happy for you, and I'm sure that they all recognize that you are a very charming and good-looking young man. And back to your parents. Give them a hand. Thank you, everybody. Your parents got to hang up on you now, JP. All right, cool. Wow, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I don't often get to do that with somebody under the age of like 50. Let's see where this goes. Hey, can I do a lie detector test with some of the ladies in the audience? Would that be fun?
Yeah.
Can I try that? Am I going too long? How much time do we have? We're good?
Extra evidence, right?
Yeah, oh boys, extra names, yeah. So, gotta find pins. I'm always needing pins in places where I can't find them. So my job's just like everyone else's. Hi, miss, how are you doing? I would like you, I know this is a little bit of a personal question, but would you feel comfortable writing down the name of the first person you ever held hands with? Would that be okay? Would you do it? Sure. Okay, here we go. Now I want you to write that person's name there. First person you ever held hands with, okay? All right. And let's see here. No, not like that. I mean, like, you can be your mom if you want, I guess. That's all right. Yes, same thing. I'd like to write down the name of the first person you ever held hands with. Everyone has to be a lady, and it helps if all of the names are boy names. You'll see why in a bit, okay? And then Miss High, there in the blue. The name of the first person you ever held hands with, okay? Okay, and when you're done, I want you to fold it twice. Fold it once, the fat way, and then twice, the long way. Got me? Just twice. I want them all to look the same when I get them back. All right? Good? All right. You got yours? Okay, put it right here. And make sure there's nothing else in my pocket except for just that piece of paper. Good? Yeah, all right, good. All right, and then you, miss, would you mind just stick it right here in the pocket? That's good. And then you, miss, right in the pocket. Okay, good. My job, oh, and let's see. You, Joel, would you mind stick your finger in there and just swirl them around a little bit? Let's make sure they're not in any particular order. Yeah, baby. Joel's getting frisky, huh? Yeah, I think he's taking a great interest in sleight of hand. All right, I'm gonna do a little. Yeah, he's got. I'm gonna do a little crowd work here. Try to read these ladies' minds. It's a lie detector test. A lie detector test. Your job is to lie to me. Okay? Not that I think that women are better liars than men, but you know, one thing I let's see here. Okay, well, one thing I can tell you about this one is that the handwriting is a little bit difficult, but I think it's gonna be okay. Let's see here. You're gonna say yes even if the answer is no.
Why?
Trust me. Just always say yes. If the answer, oh, excuse me, I said that just the opposite of what I meant to. You're always gonna say no, even if the answer is yes. Yeah, always say no. Everybody remember, the answer is always no. If I ask you a question and the answer is yes, what do you say? No. And you keep playing that game until I tell you you can stop and then tell the truth, okay? Look into my eyes, okay? The first boy you ever kissed, was his name Tom? You're supposed to say
No.
no. Was his name Tom? Okay, good. The first boy you ever kissed, was his name Tom? The first boy you ever kissed, was his name Tom? Tom, was that his name? 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 Tom. Tom.
No.
Look at me. Tom.
No.
Tom McCormick. Look at me. Hold my hand. Tom McCormick. Do you know how I know you're telling the truth? Do you know how I know you are telling the truth? Because she's lying. Yes. The first boy you ever kissed was named Tom McCormick, wasn't it? You can tell the truth now. Oh, held hands, kiss, whatever. Tom, everybody. I know you kissed him. All right. Sure. Okay. That leaves two of you. Now, I got you pretty quick. These two, they might be a little bit more difficult. All right? But just look into my eyes. Remember. Okay, it's going to help.
Oh, but you wrote it. That's what
Wait, David thought he was the first person.
Y'all aren't going to believe this. Okay. The whole idea was to make my job difficult, and someone here made it a little bit too easy. Because I want you to look at the name that somebody wrote down. I think this is a little easy for me.
Definitely Jen.
Well, we'll just go ahead. All right, look into my eyes. Look deeply into my eyes. And remember, the answer is always no, okay? Was the first boy you ever kissed or held hands with named Xing Tong Li Fo? Was his name Sung Ting Fong? No? Was it?
Something wrong?
Okay. I think I know who wrote this. Everybody, I nailed it! Yeah! think I can use my psychic power to tell you who wrote the last one. But that's why I'm not going to tell you just who wrote the last one. I'm going to tell you what they wrote without looking. God help me. Look into my eyes. I want you to think of this person. It's a boy. You just held hands, or you?
Yeah,
Just held hands. Okay, look at me.
just third grade, guys.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U is in there. There's a U in the name?
Yes. Wait, are we still doing the answers now?
No, now you're telling me the truth. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
Yes.
There's a U.
There is.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, there's a B.
There is. Yes.
A, B, C, D, E, F, E, F, E, F, F. It's not an F, it's an E. There's an E.
There is.
His name is Bo.
Yes. That is correct.
Bo, everybody! Bo! Bo, let me see. Thank you. Bo! Yeah! Yes, Bo! All right, give him a hand! All right! Get Bo. They tried to lie, but they couldn't fool me.
So much better than those.
Okay. I'm gonna do the end of the show now, and then if after that you want more, you just let me know, okay? Yeah. No, I'm not doing the box. I'm using these ropes right here. Just an ordinary set of ropes like you find in any bedroom at home. No, I'm just kidding. These might look like ordinary ropes, but Joel, you know as well as I do, they might look normal, but they're not. Yeah. Oh yeah, the dad jokes come free, Joel. There's not going to be an extra bill for that. Okay. In order for me to really show you how this works, I'm going to have to use a bigger piece of rope. And I'm going to explain to you exactly how it works as it goes, because these ropes are made of the same thing as your life. They're made of time. Let me show you exactly what I mean. In your life, you will find there will always come a time when you're trying to make ends meet. You're trying to hold it all together, yeah? But you will always find that the ends never meet because your problems have no end at all. They just keep going and going and going. Paying the bills, dealing with the boss, although this guy seems all right. Dealing with the clients, the sale, the whatever. There's always something going on. Elections, anything can stress you out. And even when you try your best to hold it all together, right, and really tie it down, you'll find that all it takes is the slightest breeze. On the count of three, everybody blow right here. 1, 2, 3. The slightest breeze, garlic, to pull your greatest plans apart. Woo-hoo. You can clap, it's okay. This is a different show, you gotta pay attention. And look, even if you try to hold it all together, like you really want to double knot it this time. You've got that sports car in the driveway, the neighbors are impressed, everyone thinks that you're onto something. All it takes, everyone get your scissors out like this, your scissors. All it takes, cut right here. All it takes is the slightest disagreement to tear your life in two. But it's not all bad news. There's plenty of good news too. But when your life is torn in two, you're going to find you're left either holding the long end of the rope or the short end. But don't stress. It's never too late to start over. That's a good place to do it too. Go ahead. Feed that ego. Feed it. Thank you. Thank you. You got to look after the care and feeding of your local entertainer's fragile ego. All right. When this happens, you will find that everything, whether it's good or bad, has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Don't confuse the three. Don't think that you're at the end of a problem when you're really, hold on, it's going to pass through here, pop out the other end, when you're really just in the middle. Look at that, because it's really weird. And don't ever think that you're in the middle of a solution when you've only just found the beginning. Don't ever make that mistake. And another mistake you really don't ever want to make is the mistake of handing out your life for examination to anyone who is curious. Because you're not a magician on a stage. Joel, I don't have enough rope for everybody, but let me cut off a piece for you. Here you go, you have a little bit. Don't make the mistake of handing out your life for examination to everybody who wants to see, because it's your life, and it's not your profession to hand out your life for exam. Go ahead and tug on and make sure there's no magnets, no funny business. You'll find some tape on the ends, that's just to keep them from fraying, but aside from that, they're just ropes. They're just ropes. Just like your life is just time. Please do not knot it, I'm gonna need it. That's a nice knot though. Wow, are you a yacht boy or what? What's this? My God.
The Rubik's Cube guy.
Give it back to me.
You gotta keep it.
Thank you.
Do you have a Rubik's Cube?
I do not, because I am not a nerd. Despite appearances and what I do for a living, somehow I'm less nerdy. They do have Rubik's Cube magic though, which is, I think that kind of like is the unity of like uber nerd, just uber nerdcraft. I'm gonna come a little closer. I want everyone to see this nice and close. I'll get as close as I can. Can everyone see okay? It reminds me of a book by a guy. It's okay. I'll give you a moment.
As long as it gets a stick of marker.
Nerds!
You done with your marker?
Let me finish the darn trick. I gotta do the thing. Okay, it reminds me of a book I read by a guy named Seneca, old Italian guy. He said that a lot of people complain about the shortness of their lives, even old people. They get to their old age kicking and screaming. And middle-aged people, they also get to middle age kicking and screaming, right? They're never happy with where they are. And the craziest thing is young people, because even though they're young, they like to be older because they think that comes with more money or some more respect or something stupid. But here's what Seneca said. He said, it's not that your life is too short. People always feel like they're running out of time for what matters. It's not that your life is too short. It's that you don't know how to use the time that God has given you. We're all here for one thing and one thing only. That is to improve our souls. And for that, we all have just as much time as we're ever going to need. All the time we can possibly need. Thank you. If you're feeling a little long in the tooth, achy breaky, don't worry about it. Just spend more time doing the things you love with the people you love in the way you love. If you're middle-aged like me, spend more time doing the things you love with the people you love in the way you love. And if you're young, is there anyone in this room especially young? Well, you know someone who is. Let them know. Get it right now. Spend more time doing the things you love with the people you love and the way you love. If you do it just right, maybe being young won't be so bad. Maybe middle age won't be so bad either. Maybe the aches and pains and trials and tribulations of getting older won't be so bad either, because you'll have your good reputation to take you through to whatever comes next. For as Benjamin Franklin once wisely said, if thou lovest life, waste not time, for time is the stuff that life is made of. I've enjoyed my time with you. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. Do you want to see one more?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to do. Thank you. One more. This is usually a closer as well, but that was the closer. We'll just do two of them. How's that sound? Yeah. I'm going to tell you about a dream I had. In my dream, I was walking down a dark forested path. It was the middle of the night. It was scary. It was very scary. It was like something out of a Nathaniel Hawthorne book from the 19th century. And off in the distance, as I was walking through the path, I noticed that I was holding this box that was made of thin wood. And I knew that everything precious to me was inside of this box, ladies and gentlemen. Everything precious. My soul was in this box. It should be in me, but instead it was out here, and it bothered me. It felt really insecure. And I saw this figure approaching me in the darkness. He was wearing a blue sport coat and drinking a glass of water. It was you, sir. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. It was the devil, actually.
Pretty accurate.
Not a lot of a difference, really. A big hand for the devil, everybody. The devil in evening dress. He approached me in the darkness. He knew my name. He said, "Hi, Gentry. You know what? You're going to play a game with me. And the name of the game is You Can't Win." Have you ever played a game called You Can't Win? Have you ever had a job?
Yeah.
There you go. He pulled something out of the box. He took it from me. He said, "You think your life is under your control? But let me tell you something, Mr. Gentry. At best, It's just a random roll of the die. And at worst, I'm the one who controls the game. He took everything precious to me, and he moved it into a box of his own. And his box wasn't so nice like mine. It was a little bit odd. It was smaller, but it had 2 doors on the top, and it was very strange to me. It suddenly materialized. My box was gone, and his was there, suddenly. It was a dream. I didn't know I was dreaming. I didn't know I could wake up. Have you ever had a dream, and even after you woke up, you were like in the shower before it wore off? It was one of those. It was very vivid. It was like a vision. It was more than a dream. It was like a vision. The devil took this box, and he said, let me tell you how we're going to play. You have to guess which side your soul is on. Go ahead and guess. Side A or side B? What do you think I said, sir? A or B? A. You can't win. That's the name of the game, right? So, how about you, Ali? What do you think? A or B? A. So yeah, still, it's not that tricky. Anyone else want to go? How about you, sir? What do you think? Yeah.
A.
See, look, you know what's going to happen. It's a little patronizing. In real life, it feels silly, right? But in my dream, it didn't feel silly. It felt terrifying. It went back and forth like this, and I was so frustrated I couldn't see my way out of it. Have you ever gotten yourself into a negative feedback loop you can't see your way out of very easily? Like, something's just, you can't quite break the code. And it seems simple, but the problem is, in real life, you know what to do. Grab the box, but in my dream, I had no control, okay? In all of our lives, we often feel like we don't have enough control. And we get stuck in these patterns with the devil that plays games inside of our own head. Back and forth we go. And check it out. Even when you think that you found another way, only the devil can see what's what. You don't know. So it went back and forth like this until finally I looked at the devil and I said, Mr. Devil, you might think, and this was an epiphany. Have you ever had an epiphany, Joe? Where you realize suddenly something that was just completely in front of your face the whole time, but you've been missing it? I had an epiphany, and it became easy suddenly. I cut that knot. I said, devil, I grabbed the box. I said, you might think that you're really clever, that life is about cheating and lying, but you're not as clever as you think you are. You are not as clever as you think you are. You might think that life is all about cheating and stealing and lying and controlling the game, but that's not what life is about at all. Life is about having a soul in the first place, using it properly in the second place, and most importantly, the really most important thing about life is not whether or not you're taking chances, it's who rolls the die. And that would be me, not you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now the show is over. I really enjoyed being here with you. I would love to talk shop with everybody in this room, because one thing I know about everybody here is that you're all top at what you do, and we're kind of in the same business when we get right down to it. So thank you so much. Big hand for Joel. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Gentry. The bar is still open.
Yes.